Trophy Girls back in
the early 80s.
Awesome.
For most of the 80s.
Awesome.
And we both grew up here at the track.
And your parents raced, or your dad's raced, right?
Both our dads raced.
Both your dads raced, and so you grew up in the Placerville Speedway lifestyle family. Okay, awesome.
Spent every weekend.
Every weekend.
It's where all of our friends were. This is where we grew up.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So since I started coming here when I was 6, when my dad started racing, and we've been friends since the day that she got to this racetrack is where we met. So
okay, so how did you guys get to be Trophy Girls?
There was a program, I guess, that you could submit to be Trophy Girl, and then certain weekends they'd pick the person to be Trophy Girl. And then you would dress up real pretty and go out on the track after the trophy dash, and you would hand the drivers their trophy. And it was very interesting.
Give a little kiss.
Yes.
Yeah. Little kisses, yeah. Yeah, awesome. So how many years did you guys do this? The Trophy Girls, how many years? All through high school, or?
Janice did more.
It was probably about 7 or 8 years, and so a couple times a season.
Yeah.
That I did. So it was probably 12 times, 15 times that I was Trophy Girl.
So you guys grew up in this area. Do you still live in this area?
Yes.
I live in South Lake Tahoe.
In South Lake, awesome. So you still live here in El Dorado County, both you guys? That is really cool. Well, I appreciate you guys talking to us, and let's go watch the races.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yeah. I am here with Doug Gandy, and we are here for Legends Night at the Placerville Speedway. Doug, why don't you tell us about your car you have right here?
Well, we bought it. My partner and I bought this car in 1975 and ran it for about 6 years, maybe 5 years. We won the championship here in 75 with it. We won the championship in Chico in 76, the championship here in 77, 78.
I'm totally new to racing, so what kind of car is this? What class is it in? How does that work?
This was called a Limited Super Modified.
Okay.
At West Capitol in Sacramento, they ran Super Modifieds, and the only difference really was the size of the motor. This had a 320 cubic inch motor in it, and the one at West Capitol had pretty much whatever you wanted to race.
Okay.
It's 86 inch wheelbase. This thing weighs probably 1,800 pounds. The newer cars are down around 1,400.
Okay.
So, but they don't look like this. They look more like this.
Got it. Got it.
It's been around for a long time, and Rick put it together for us.
Awesome. So I'm standing here with Doug Gandy's family and crew chief. Did I get that right?
Yeah,
okay.
perfect.
Okay, what's your name?
Doug Gandy Jr.
Okay.
Brandon Gandy.
Okay.
Chuck 7.
Okay, so tell us what you did for Doug.
So Rick Hurst obviously built this car, rebuilt it, and then about a year and a half ago, he contacted me and wanted some pictures and wanted to do this for my dad. So we started working it out, got pictures organized, and helped put it all together. So kept it a secret for a year and a half.
Awesome.
It's been good. It was a secret for me for about a year and a half too. I found out on Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
And so I got the call on Tuesday.
Okay, we're standing here with Supervisor George Turnbow, and formerly known as Gorgeous George, and we have Ron Tilford right here.
Former photographer here.
Former photographer here, and tell us about your ride here.
Well, anyway, this is it's a wedge car is what they called it back then, and the big sideboards. And the reason why these big sideboards and stuff, when you go deep in the corner, it would hold the car so it keeps it from spinning out. In fact, there's this one car that holds a track record that's in the United States now with higher sideboards than this, and it's like an 8 or 9 second car on a half-mile track. It's unbelievable how fast. They're like a slot car is what they are. This car here, you know, I got this vehicle here and stuff like that. We got it done in June, and then finished the rest of the year in it and stuff. But I started racing when his brother and I and Roger Cole started at the same time. We were 18 years old, but Donnie lied about his age, and you're supposed to be 18, and he lied. He was 15 is what he was.
He was big.
Yeah, he was big, but he looked like he was older than he was.
So you said you started racing what year?
Started racing in, I think it was like 72 or 73, I think.
72. Okay.
Yeah.
When was your last race, George?
My last race was in 1994. I drove for Bobby Treat.
Okay.
Yeah, street stock number 57.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So this car is set right here, set in the weeds since 93.
Really? And
Yeah,
you pulled it out this summer?
Pulled it out of the weeds 3 or 4 weeks ago, and we got this thing running, and then we launched an engine yesterday. So it was kind of a sad deal. Yeah.
So are you going to fix the engine?
Yeah, no, we're going to put it in my motor in. It was a borrowed engine is what was in it and stuff, so we're going to put my motor back in it and stuff after it's done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So now you're fired up again.
Yeah, fired
right?
up again, yeah.
Awesome. So could you put this back on? I mean, do people race these old legend cars?
Well, it's starting to come back now, and I think it's pretty cool that what they've done. There's a lot of old-time drivers here and all the old-time cars and stuff that have been racing here at Placerville for years. I think it started in 1968 or 69. Yeah, and it was called Hangtown Speedway then. Now it's called Placerville Speedway.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But you got Hangtown Speedway on your hat still.
That's right, yeah.
Awesome. Mandi Rodriguez, and I am standing here with the legend,
Walter Carmichael.
Walter Carmichael.
Hot stuff himself. Racing.
Hot stuff, and that's what your suit says. Hot
Oh
stuff.
yeah, you better believe
Awesome.
it, dear.
Love it, love it. So when did you start racing here at Hangtown Speedway?
1976.
1976.
All the
Awesome.
way till 93.
Awesome.
1993.
So tell me about coming here and racing in Placerville. Are you from this area?
No, originally from Albany, down in the
Okay.
Bay, and my wife was from Campbell, and we bought a house in Tahoe. Got on the fire department in 1969, and one day we were down here at an RV park, and I saw a modified going up the street, and I said, "There's a dirt track somewhere," and the kid said, "Let's go," and that was the end of that. The kids bought a trailer for me, all the car, $100 car, pink.
Oh my gosh.
And we had a ball, and then we started. It wasn't fast enough, so the next year we won championship, and we just been doing it.
Ever since.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
A lot of fun. Family
Awesome.
deal,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I get the sense of family here. That's
Oh,
what
you better believe
keeps
it, dear.
people coming back, because you miss your family,
That's right.
right?
I had a part that I needed for the car this morning. I called a friend of mine. He didn't have it. And I said, "What are you doing?" He cannibalized his nice little square Bronco and pulled the parts off of it so I could have it to be here tonight.
So you put a Bronco in that car, Bronco parts in that car.
No, just some power steering parts.
Just some
and
power
things.
steering parts.
Yeah.
But there, you made it work.
Oh yeah, got it.
Yep. You called the right people and they made it
Oh
happen.
yeah. Hey, racing families stick together.
They stick
It's
together.
we're like this.
Love it. Love
And,
it.
and you get all done with this tonight, and over in the Manzanita room, I know you can't put that on TV. We're going to have there's plenty of food over there, ribs, chicken.
Oh, sweet. Free beer?
Oh, you better
Free
believe
beer.
it, dear.
He said free beer.
And I bought 4 cases for 30 packs of each, and so.
Done. Done. Okay, Mandi Rodriguez, and I am here with.
Ken Short,
All right, and you are the owner of.
Atco Driveline and Custom Exhaust.
Awesome, and you are local right here in this area?
Yep, born and raised here.
Born and raised, and your company is in
Shingle Springs.
Shingle Springs. Awesome. So tell us a little bit about what you do with all the racers and how you help them out.
Well, I was kind of born into this. My mom and dad brought me here in a basket when I was 1965, so I'm local and raised here. The business I bought was here in 1974, and I bought it in 2006, my wife and I, Teresa. And we've just been able to give back to the community and help a little bit when we can to get the track and the count up in the cars. And I'm just glad I'm able to do it to help out. you know.
Awesome.
I build the drive lines for like these kind of cars and little cars to help out doing the exhaust, the mufflers, repair the exhaust that gets damaged and stuff.
Okay.
And,
So tell me a little bit about your company. So you sponsor the cars out here, but I assume that's not your only role. You're all over the country, or?
no, I just stay here local. And, you know,
Just local?
Yeah, I mean, I do a lot of stuff, mail-in stuff. You know,
Okay, yeah.
Little stuff needs to get fixed. There's not too many driveline shops out there that are available. You know, it's a dying breed. There's very few of us.
So you do get people from outside of the state and
Yeah.
around the country. That's awesome.
Well, I've been doing it a long time. I've been doing exhaust my whole life.
Oh, wow.
If you can be successful at Placerville, you can go kind of anywhere in the world and be successful. You know, the quality of drivers here on a given Saturday night, I mean, we're missing some of them tonight because they're back at Knoxville and stuff, but, you know, there's 15 or 20 guys on any given Saturday night that are more than capable of winning a main event. So, you know, you can, if you do good here, you can hold your head up pretty high.
Okay, so is it because of the size of the track, or is it just we have the heat, so you're trying to keep the track wet?
Yeah, it's, you know, it's the heat, it's the, you know, the ground conditions, you know, the tires, just the wear and tear, you know. I mean, the promoter does a heck of a job, you know, trying to work the track, and so it's racy, you know, and whether it's dry, slick, as long as it's racy, that's, you know, sometimes it's real sticky, and then it's fast, but it's not racy because it's too fast. I mean, back when I started, the track was a lot flatter than it is now, and it was fun because it was racy. You could run, you know, 2, 3 abreast, sliding back and forth, and you know, I was telling a couple of the older timers down at the Legends deal earlier that, you know, I've spent, you know, more than my retirement racing, and if I had to do it now, I couldn't get started. But the money I've spent, in my opinion, has been well worth it, just from the friendships and the families that, you know, I've been with over all these years, and, you know, unfortunately now some of them are passing away, but, you know, it's the family. It's,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, some of these guys in the racetrack are closer than my own family.
Yeah.
And I just, you know, I love it. You know, I got hooked on it way a long time ago.
Yeah.
But,
It's your thing. It's a way of life. It's
Yeah,
a
it is.
lifestyle.
you know, my other daughters, they kind of want to do it, but they just weren't that into it. This little one, I mean, I can't get away from the race car.
My name's Mandi Rodriguez, and what's your name?
My name's Bobby McMahon.
Bobby McMahon. Okay, so I hear you're kind of a big deal around here, right? Everybody, Mel, you said he's kind of a big deal, right?
Big deal.
Okay.
I've been around here for a long time.
Okay, are you from the area?
I'm originally from Elk Grove, California. I started racing here at Placerville Speedway in 1982.
Okay.
Ran here for about 3 years, expanded, started traveling and doing a lot of racing then, and then back in 2019 we came up here and ran the full season again, and then we come back tonight thanks to Steven Soares and Jared Soares. They put this whole deal together to give me one last ride here before I hang it up.
Awesome. So you're retiring.
Probably.
Well, you live
at least from Placerville. I had to get at least one more racing at Placerville. It's my home track. I really enjoyed racing here. Last year I just relocated to just outside of Nashville, Tennessee. So we flew in this morning, gonna race, gonna turn around and fly home tomorrow night. So.
Wow. Okay, so I see you got kind of an operation around here. I see some generations.
We got lots
You got
of
your
generations.
family with you?
We got, yes, my wife's here.
Okay.
My son just walked off with my grandson, so
Okay.
that's my first time meeting him since he was born, so it's been
Awesome.
an eventful day. So we're having a good time, and we're just hoping we roll this car back drive it back to the trailer at the end of the night and call it good.
Well, I love it. I just love coming out here and seeing all the families, and everyone has their own family, but then everybody's a bigger family, right?
Yeah.
So,
you know, like I said, it's one last ride, so we got a lot of people that came out to watch me race. So I'm kind of embarrassed by it, but in turn, I'm grateful they come out so I can see them before we head back home. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Maddie.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
All right. I am standing here with David McCreary. Awesome. And I met your sister earlier. She was a trophy girl. And now I'm meeting you, and you are a race chaplain.
I am a racetrack chaplain for Racers for Christ now. I
Awesome.
live in Alaska.
Okay.
And I work at Alaska Raceway Park up there. Beautiful facility.
Okay.
But I used to race here. I started when it was still Hangtown Speedway.
Awesome.
I spent many Saturday nights here.
Awesome.
My dad raced here.
Cool. Can you tell me a little bit about this car? This is a car you're going to be driving.
Yeah, this is the car I'm driving tonight.
Okay.
This belonged to Dick Wessels, who used to race it out here. Him and his brother Sonny, they both raced out here. It's an old Chrysler-powered motor.
Okay.
And Rick Hurst asked me to come down and have fun on play day for Night of Legends. And he asked me 2 years ago, and I said I couldn't swing it, but I would definitely be down for the next one, and he took me up on that. So.
Awesome. Cool. So has this car been in a lot of races, or how long has this car been racing here?
This car has been racing here. Well, this car raced here for very, very many years. When Dick Wessels was driving it, it was silver at one time. It's been yellow for many races.
Yeah.
It's done very well. It's gone through different changes in its life. But when Rick got a hold of it, you know, it had to come out of the weeds.
Yeah.
So it's been it's raced probably as many years as it's been since it raced last.
Oh, wow.
It raced for, I would say, a good probably 10, 15 years.
Okay. That's some time. That's some time on a car like this.
And the old cars like this, you could race them all the time. The new sprint cars, they're throwaways.
Throwaways, yeah. These are built to last, right?
Yep, built to last.
Awesome.
Keep running. A different era that was just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, you had to be innovative. You had to know how to do things. You had to know how to work with your hands.
Right.
Right?
Right, and if you didn't know how to fix like something, you always knew a buddy that would, and usually he was a competitor that would come over and help you.
Awesome. Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming all the way out from Alaska. Can you tell me what makes this car unique?
Well, the motor came out of a tow truck that dealt with all the cars on Pikes Peak.
Okay.
Hill climb.
Okay.
And it was a 3-time champion at Grass Valley. And it still runs.
Awesome. How old is this?
I don't really know. The man that knows more about it is sitting over there, but he found it in the weeds, and it was a relic that wanted to be brought back to life. So we got the motor all taken care of and decided it was, bring it out. And I got the gracious offer to come and drive it.
So are you going to wait till the last minute to take your flip-flops off and just jump into your out? So all these guys are getting geared up. Is that your strategy? Just chill until the last minute?
That's it.
All right.
Put my stuff on and go.
All right. And how long have you been racing here at Hangtown Speedway?
Today will be 14 days short of 50 years.
Wow.
That was my first race.
How old were you?
The night I turned 16.
16 years old. You came out here and raced.
My dad gave me a scar.
Awesome.
Yep.
Great.
It worked out well.
Yeah. And that's been is this your lifestyle ever since?
Pretty much.
Awesome.
Pretty much. I'd give anything to be in one of those, but those seats are already taken.
Yeah.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. All right, I'm standing here with Richard Tooch. Richard Tooch, how long have you been racing here at Placerville Speedway?
Well, I raced back in 1969, 70, 71, and 72, and 73, and haven't raced since.
Awesome. So you're gonna dust off your racing brain, and you're gonna race this baby right here.
I'm gonna drive Bob Newman's car.
Okay. Tell us about this car right here.
Well, I don't know a lot about it, but Bob Newman raced it clear back in the 70s also. And his daughter's here tonight. And Rick Hurst gave me the opportunity, worked on these cars. People kind of brought them to him, and he's resurrected them so that he could get these older gentlemen back out here.
Awesome.
By the way, this is my friend Scott. He was a pitman for me in those years.
Awesome. Awesome.
Among others that couldn't come or whatever.
So he put together all these cars, worked on them just for this race, for tonight.
Some of these cars he did for a couple years ago before COVID.
Okay.
And then he acquired more. And yeah, he's pulled some of them out of the weeds. Like this one didn't have an engine in it. That one, the engine was frozen, and he's worked on them and got them going so that we could take them around the track.
Awesome. So you guys are gonna race. You're gonna just do some laps. Is that what's happening?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Unless somebody gets...
Says someone gets a little bit cocky and they decide to put the foot on the gas, and then everyone will kind of fall in line. All right. Hey, you know what? That's what I'm hoping for, right? That's what we're all hoping for. Awesome.
That works out really good.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have fun tonight.
Yeah, I'd like to say hello to my two 8-year-old granddaughters, Amelia and Alessandra.
Awesome. Hi. Okay, I'm standing here with
Frank De Fuentes.
All right. And how long have you been racing?
Well, I raced for 25 years.
For 25 years.
Yeah, I was one of the first that opened this racetrack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Back in 1967.
So you are one of the original legends.
Yes.
You're like the legend of the legends.
Pretty much so, yeah.
Awesome,
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
And do you live here in Placerville? Or
No, I was living in Sacramento, and then I moved to Nevada. I live in Spanish Spring, Nevada.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. So you came out here for the races?
I came out here for my friend's car. I'm going to drive it for him.
This is your friend's car?
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about this car? What?
It's a good car.
It's a good car.
Yeah, I raced against him. He's beat me a few times. In fact, he beat me out of a championship.
He
and
did.
I finished second.
In this car?
In this car.
Yeah.
But he's still my friend.
He's still your friend?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We celebrated together, you know. I am really excited because I was called and asked if I would drive this car. And Gene, when he passed away in February, then they had this all planned out. And I said to myself, oh yeah, I got to drive that car, even if it's the last car I ever get into, because I sold all of my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And just in the last 30 years, I haven't been in a car in 30 years.
Awesome.
So this means
This
a
is
lot
good.
to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Good
pumping
stuff.
hard. It's pumping hard.
Oh. Good stuff. All right. So what was your friend's name again? This car?
Gillahan.
Gillahan. This
Gilly.
is your buddy.
I call him Gilly. Gilly. Yeah.
Gilly. All right. So you're racing for Gilly tonight.
I'm racing Gilly. He's going to be right in my right hand side.
Love it.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good night.
I will.
All right.
Very much.
And I'm standing here with
Don Nelson.
Don Nelson.
Yes.
Okay. And when did you start racing here in Placerville?
I started racing here in 1965 when they first opened the track. and I was fortunate enough to get the championship that year.
So you won the first championship of Hangtown Speedway ever.
Yes, I did.
That's awesome. You still live here in the area?
I live in Elk Grove.
Okay, well, that's still pretty close.
Yeah.
And how long did you race here in Placerville?
I raced there about 3 years, and I raced Auburn, and I won the championship there 3 years in a row, and then the 1 year here.
Awesome. Okay, so tonight you're racing with the Legends, right?
Right.
And you're driving this car. When's the last time you raced?
51 years ago.
51 years ago?
Yeah.
Did you say 51 years
51,
ago?
and I'm 85 years old.
Oh my goodness. Well, that is just awesome. What an honor to be standing here with the first champion of Placerville Speedway. Back then we called it Hangtown Speedway, right?
Yep.
We kind of interchanged the words, but that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, are you having a good time tonight?
So far, yeah.
Awesome. You ready to get out there?
I'm ready.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a good time tonight.
You too.
All right. Okay, I am standing here with
Dylan Bloomfield.
Dylan Bloomfield. Awesome. And how old are you, Dylan?
I'm 15.
15. Awesome. So you're not even old enough to drive.
Nope.
How long have you been driving this car?
This car here is my first year in this car, but I've been racing for 8 years.
8 years.
Yep.
So wait a second. How old were you when you started racing?
I was 8.
You were 8 years old. Oh my gosh.
7.5.
7.5. Okay, cool. Cool. So, are you from this area?
Not Oakley.
You're
So
from
not really.
Oakley?
I'm about 3 hours away.
Okay, and you come up to Placerville and race often?
Yeah, about every weekend.
Awesome. You like it here?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about your record.
I've been racing for 8 years, 7, and I started out in micro sprints. Well, I actually started out in outlaw karts and then went to micro sprints, got a couple of championships in micro sprints, went to a spec sprint, and then a guy saw us at Antioch Speedway, and he said he wanted to build a wing car for us, so he got me started in a wing car, and then, yeah, I just kind of took off from there, and now I'm in my own car here for this year, got all my sponsors that helped me out, and yeah.
Awesome. So, is this going to be your lifestyle from here on out?
I hope so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does your dad race?
He raced motocross.
Motocross?
Yeah. He never
Awesome.
raced a car.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And are they fixing you up?
Yeah, we're
And
all-
you're going to be back out there?
Yeah, we'll be
awesome.
starting last in heat race.
Well, good luck, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm standing here with Joel Myers. Joel, where are you from and how old are you?
I'm from Speedway, California, and I'm 15 years old.
Awesome. And how long have you been racing?
This is my 11th year.
11th year, 15. So you started when you were 4?
Yep.
What were you racing when you were 4?
I was running outlaw go-karts all over California, Red Bluff, Cycleland, Lakeport, Ukiah.
Awesome.
So places around there.
Awesome. Can you tell me a little bit about what you've been racing since? I mean, you got this car right here. How long have you been racing this kind of car?
I've been running sprint cars for 3 years now, so this year we kind of opened up and started running 410 races too. So been
Cool.
kinda running all over California and 360 and 410s.
And how many times have you been here in Placerville?
I've been here a lot this year. So
Yeah?
we're in a points battle for the championship, so we've been running here all year. And I think we're on our 47th race this year. So
47 races.
Yeah.
Wow. That's awesome. And how are you doing?
Doing pretty good. We're, I think, 15 points behind the points leader going into tonight. So hopefully gain some points tonight on that.
Awesome. All right. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. What are your guys' names?
Jonathan Walsh.
Jonathan Walsh.
I'm Michael Murphy.
Michael Murphy. Okay, guys. And you guys race what class cars?
Pure stocks. Pure stocks.
Pure stocks.
Yeah.
All right. And whose car is this?
That one's mine.
Okay, can I see your driver's license?
I can give you my school ID.
You have a school ID. Driver's license?
Nope.
No. Okay, how old are you guys?
15. 15.
15 and 15, awesome. And how long have you guys been racing out here?
I've been racing here for 2 years. This is my
2 years.
second year as well.
Okay, and you two are buddies, you're best friends probably, I would assume, pretty close. And you have a little rivalry going.
Yeah.
Right? So, who is the best racer?
Me, obviously. No.
Okay, so does one win one time, another one wins the other time?
He hasn't beat me yet.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So, what is your favorite thing about racing?
Probably just being out there. Out there's, or just like driving out there with like adults is probably like the most fun thing out there about it.
Yeah, because you guys aren't racing against kids. I mean, there's other kids in there, but there's adults too.
Yeah.
Right? There's no age limit. You guys go in there and okay. And where are you ranking right now?
I think I'm 5th in points, and what are you in points? I'm
5th?
Third. I'm 3rd.
You're 3rd?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty awesome. So your season wraps up here when in October?
Yeah, I have one more race.
You have one more race. Okay. And are you guys racing tonight, or did you already race?
We're racing. We still have our main. We just finished heats.
Okay. And who's gonna win tonight?
Probably Baldwin.
Who's running hot? Is that what I'm supposed to say? Who's running hot? Is that cool?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I say probably either Baldwin or Jacobson. Yeah, I got
Out of you two?
Oh, I don't know. Depends on if I get the top or if he switches me on the bottom. Yeah, it's pretty much where we start. Yeah.
All right. And you guys got any bets going right now? I know you're too young to drive. You're probably too young to gamble. But you got any bets going?
I'll put 5 on it.
Put 5 on it.
Okay.
Awesome. Oh, and I almost forgot. What school do you guys go to? Because you guys are local, right?
Yeah, we both go to El Dorado High School.
You both go to El Dorado High School. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Good luck tonight. I am standing here with Austin Struthers. And Austin, what do you race here?
I race the mini truck class here at Placerville Speedway.
Okay, and how'd you do tonight?
Oh, well, we haven't done the main yet, but I did great in the heat race. I was actually running second, and fortunately my competitor lost a front tire, so I didn't win in the heat race.
Awesome.
And then went and pulled the #1 bill, so we're going to be starting first in the main. We'll see if we can try and pull it off.
Awesome.
Try and run a smart race, but you never know what happens here. It's Placerville.
That's right. So you work at Fords Only.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And how long have you been racing?
I've been racing for the past 4 years now.
Great.
Started here in a mini truck, and then as the seasons went on, actually last year I picked up and had someone offer me a ride in a dwarf car, little cars with the street bike motors in them. So I've been bouncing back and forth from the truck to the dwarf car throughout this whole year, learning so much, getting so much better at racing and stuff. And actually I picked up my first main event win here this year in the truck, and was able to clinch on a second one.
Awesome. And how old are you?
22 years old.
22. Awesome. And you live here in Placerville? Did you go to school here?
Went to school here whole life.
What high school did you go to?
Union Mine High School.
Union Mine graduate? Right here. Awesome. Thank you. Good luck tonight. Have fun.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys.
All right.